Hello everybody, welcome to another shave and a thunderous rainy evening. Rain is about 20 minutes away. Yeah, it's thundering like crazy. And yeah, and the other night, I haven't uploaded the video yet, but when I do, the lightning that I saw was actually a thunderstorm rolling in. We got another thunderstorm rolling in. It's almost like every other night, every 2 to 3 nights, we will have like a late evening thunderstorm just roll through the area. Yeah, so today I'll be smoking Ave Maria, which I think is made by AJ Fernandez. It is the Ave Maria Immaculata, and yeah, it is a nice fancy band they got on there, but they kind of got it, whoever stuck the band on there kind of stuck it down a little bit low on the cigar, so I'll probably end up removing it. And of course, once the rain comes down, if it's downpouring really hard, I have to cut the video because it's going to be too noisy. You probably won't even hear what I'm saying. You scaredy cat, go back inside. Of course, the dogs. Well, the male dog, he's fine. It's the female dog who's scared of thunder. And, sometimes she'll come out when I'm out here smoking. But, of course, since it's thundering, no, that thunder coat or thunder jacket doesn't work. At least it doesn't work on my dog. Nice smooth draw. This would of course be about a Toro size. You can even consider this a double Corona. Oh, there goes the lightning again. So I'll go ahead and get this done real quick, and before the rain hits, because the porch, I guess it gets pretty noisy because I'm underneath the porch, as opposed to being inside the house. So I'll speak about the happenings here in Dallas first. There's that a lady who opened up her salon. I think her name was Miss Luther, and so the Dallas sheriff went and arrested her for, I guess, opening her business where she shouldn't have had it opened, which again is against your constitution. Government cannot. Basically, the First Amendment of freedom of business, doing business is one of them. Yeah, let me open up my water. So she goes to court, and the judge, that my Diet Dr. Pepper, so the judge wanted her to apologize. Basically, he wanted her to bow down like a good serf, bow down and apologize, and we'll waive everything, charges and and things like that. But she, and she pretty much told him, nope. I'd rather take the jail time because this is BS. We're, families are starving, kids are going hungry. We got to get business up and running again. It's basically pretty much what she said. It's like, look, I got kids to feed. My kids are going hungry. The kids from my employees are going hungry. We got to open up business again. And no, I'm not apologizing. So she was sentenced to, whoa, that's a lot of lightning. So she was sentenced to 7 days in jail, $7,000 fine. Of course, Texas goes, so when the news got out, and all the Texans were like, whoa, wait just a minute, man. Whoa, horsey. Yes, I know there's a stereotype everybody in Texas rides horses and has big cowboy hats. I used to have a cowboy hat, but I don't have it no more. Baseball caps. I got my Cowboys cap. So the Attorney General weighs in. He's like, hey, look, man, what happened with the salon owners? BS. And it shouldn't be happening. So, of course, Governor Abbott also weighs in. And, of course, he overturns the executive order that that would jail business owners for reopening up their business. because pretty much right now most businesses are already reopened. The only thing that hasn't really reopened are salons and barbershops and any stores where you have to get direct contact with the person. Besides going to a doctor. Yeah, because when you go to the barbershop, he's got to get up on you to cut your hair. Same with salon. The stylist, she's got to get up on you to style your hair, do your makeup, do your nail. So yeah, so they are pretty much the last to be allowed to open. So she decided, hey, look, because supposedly this Friday, which would be this weekend coming up, salons and barbershops and nail salons, stuff like that, they are going to be allowed to open and I guess limited. I guess it would be, I guess customers inside would be limited, like maybe, like maybe three customers at a time or something like that. So I guess it's going to be pretty much going to have to, go to the barbershop or salon by appointments. Because I ain't standing outside in this hot Texas heat, man. It's like 90 degrees every day now. So I'll go to my car and say, hey, it's like, hey Joe, can you text me when it's my turn to come get my hair cut? I'll be in my car where it's AC in the parking lot, which I'm pretty sure they're fine with. So of course the Miss Luther's attorneys, with the Texas governor overturning his executive order, allowing sheriffs and stuff to go and arrest people and judges to jail people for opening up their business. He overturned that executive order. So which is good. Governor Abbott is the conservative governor. So by this weekend, pretty much all businesses in Texas should be reopened. So salons, barbershops are the last to be allowed to reopen. And yeah, we're hot now. It's like 90 degrees every day, sun shining. Of course, we get these, at nighttime we get these thunderstorms that roll through the big cities like Dallas and stuff, because I don't know, maybe it's that, before the lockdown or before the shutdown, you would say, well, because during the daytime you got all the cars running around. Yeah, and that's one thing I noticed too, is that rush hour traffic is just as bad again. It's at least on the highways. Once you get off the highway, the byways and the small roads are still pretty empty. Although I'm seeing a lot more traffic, but the highway is just as bad again during rush hour. So yeah, so that's that. So all of you folks in California, Michigan, whatever, New York, all the blue cities where the governors are talking about, we're gonna lock down until like the end of August. As I said, children are gonna go hungry. That's the first thing. Adults going hungry is bad, but your kids going hungry is even worse. And all I got to say for those blue states is, hey man, don't keep sticking your hand out, asking the government, in this specific case, asking President Trump to keep printing money. You should be following in the footsteps of the red states to slowly reopen up your businesses, because at this point, it's no longer about coronavirus. Well, so the next thing I'll talk about is the Georgia shooting. I finally saw the video of Mr. Ahmaud Arbery, young man of only 25 years old. Yes, he is a black man. He was shot by a couple of white guys. So in watching the video, and of course, I went and checked out forums and stuff too, try to read more stuff online. But from looking at the video, it looks like he's jogging, and these guys in the white pickup, drove past him, and then stopped ahead of him. One of them got out, shotgun in hand. What I find weird is that this young man kept jogging towards them, and then he runs around the left side. He runs around the right side because they're parked in the middle of the road. So he runs around the right side to try to get around them. And then the guy with the shotgun, which is the son, it's the father and son. The father's in the pickup bed. They pretty much rolled up on him, Road Warrior style. Mad Max, I don't know, maybe Mad Max days are here. So the son, who has a shotgun in his hand, goes around the front of the truck towards the right side to confront this Ahmed guy. And then they get into a scuffle. And at this point, I really don't blame Ahmed, because he's trying to avoid them. He's going to the right side to go around the truck and get away from them, but he gets blocked off by the son who has the shotgun. He goes around to the right side to block him off, and that's where the scuffle ensues. And of course, he gets shot in the chest by a shotgun, and it probably has double-aught bucks loaded, or he may have had burst shots. Whatever. At point blank, burst shots are still gonna kill you. He took 2 blasts of 12 gauge at point blank. So even if the guy had bird shots loaded, it's still gonna kill you. This is point blank. Yeah, because I was thinking, okay, if it's double-aught buckshots, one shot at point blank, you're probably going down, because it looked like he took a shot in the chest. Or the center mass. He took double shots in the center mass, and then he ran off about 10 feet and collapsed. And kind of like my story, I had a similar story. It was last summer. Me and my wife were out walking our dogs. We had our LED lights on. It was kind of it's kind of like dusk, which is, of course, dusk is the time between evening and night. So the sun was still out, but he was, almost down in the horizon. Okay, it's not raining too hard. It's drizzling. And we have our dogs, and our dogs got their LEDs on their collar. Of course, I had my flashlight, I have my gun, and we both have our cell phones. So this car drives past us, and it stops in the middle of the road in probably like a good 10, 15 yards in front of us. The guy comes to stop me. Of course, we both stop. I was like, stop. We start backing up slowly. He's like, what is this guy doing? And I kind of told my wife, hey, get ready to run with the dogs, because if this guy comes out of his car, I'm going to draw. And if he's going to kill us, he's going to have to get through me. So the guy was there for a good 10 or so seconds, so it wasn't very long. And we're kind of backing up slowly. He's like, okay, what? And I looked in the car too to see if I only saw the driver, at least the head. Who knows that the passenger could be a short person. They were scoot underneath the seat where you can see their head. So I was thinking, okay, this guy opens up his door, I'm drawing, and somebody's gonna die. And of course, like I say, he's about 10, 15 yards in front of me, so that's a good 30, 40 feet, which is, at that distance, I probably couldn't hit the side of a barn. I'm not a sharpshooter. Yeah, for those who, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So the person decides to drive off, and we're like, okay, let's keep walking. And we're still on our block, but we're still on our street at this point, so we could, if we had to, just book it back to the house. But with old hound dogs in tow, we're going to be going at dog speed. Yeah, these dogs are old; they're not very fast. Heck, we're old. I mean, I'm not going to be out running. I'm not going to be out running no 20-year-old. So if some 20-year-old thugs decides to chase us, I'm not going to be out running no 20-year-old kid. Neither's my wife. Neither's our dog. So now we're down the road a little bit further, and I noticed, because I look behind us. If I hear a car, I'll look behind. This person pulls up. This time he pulls up next to us. We back off because we're walking kind of in the road. Well, we are in the road, but we're like on the curve. So we back off the road into someone's yard, and I'm like, hey man, what can I do for you? In my most threatening voice. And the person asked for directions. I was like, man, I don't know where that road is, man. sorry. And we kept walking. I'm looking at the guy, but we're walking in the person's yard now. We're at least about 15 feet away from the guy's car. So if he decides he's going to jump out or pull a gun, we're at least far enough away to where it's going to affect his accuracy, and we can take off running. So the guy's like, okay, and we're looking at each other like, man, what the hell was that? Like, and my wife, did you get his license plate? Like, no, it was a Honda Accord what the guy was driving, and I'm going to take this band off. Now, I didn't bother reporting it to the police or anything like that. But yeah, that was definitely weird. Now, it could be that the guy was really lost, or it could be he was looking for targets. It could have been, but then again, why would he target two people? Yes, and I had my hand on my gun, which is on my hip holster. It's like, all right, this if this shit goes left, I'm going to draw and start shooting, because I'm not going to. We're both not going to die here, with this crazy guy. It's not a bad cigar. It is a Connecticut wrapper, so it's a light cigar. Surprisingly nice, smooth, a nice smooth draw, even burn all the way so far. And of course, today is not very windy, because the storm's now on top of me. Before, it was windy as hell. So that's that. Yeah, we sort of looked at it, I was like, man, that's weird. What was that, man? Was that guy was that like a kidnapper or some weird dude looking to kidnap people or mug people? Now, mind you, we're out here in the burbs, where there's very I would say that where there's very little crimes of people being mugged and things like that. And I'm pretty sure that there are break-ins out here. And I don't think there probably is a neighborhood watch, but the neighborhood watch person is probably using their own personal car. I know some neighborhood watches use that police looking car that has the word security on the side. I haven't seen any, so if there is any neighborhood watch, they're probably using their own car. Yeah, Dr. Pepper ain't bad. Yeah, now Coke Zero is horrible. I like regular Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper. Try Coke Zero; it tastes horrible. And of course, it was explained to me that Coke Zero, that's what the zero means. It has nothing besides caffeine and caramel. It's got no sugar, no salt, no taste. So back to the Georgia incident. So he, and what a lot of people are saying is that what he should have done was that when these guys stopped, and especially when the son gets out with the shotgun in hand, because you look at the video, the guy was already out of his pickup. His door, he left the door open. He was out of his pickup, shotgun in hand. At that point, I would have stopped, and I would have just booked off the other way, because at this point the guy's already got his gun out. So even if the kid, well, he's not a kid, he's 25. Well, I guess he's still a kid. I don't know. In this day and age, yeah, until you hit 25, you're still a kid. But even if he had his concealed carry on him, at that distance, you're not really going to hit anybody. And at that distance, the guy with the shotgun is not really going to hit you. I mean, if he shoots at you, you might get a few pellets in your back, but it's not going to kill you. Now, double aught, yeah, you get a few double aught pellets in your back. It probably won't kill you either, but well, it's going to hurt. You probably won't make it very far before you collapse. But basically, yes, guns, handguns. At least for me, 10 yard is like if I'm at the range, and if you've been to range, you know what I'm talking about. Normally, what I'll do is I'll put it at 5 yards. And 5 yards is about 15 feet. And at 5 yards, I can get, doing the aiming and concentrated shooting, no breathing and shooting. I can get a pretty good, about 3-inch center mass grouping. If I pull it out to 10 yards, which is 30 feet away, and yeah, 30 feet is far. You don't realize how far 30 feet is until you go to the range. Like, oh damn, 10 yards is pretty far away, man. What the heck? At 10 yards, I won't get a 3-inch grouping. I'll hit the silhouette, the torso target. I'll hit in it, but it's not going to be a 3-inch grouping, and that's with me concentrating and shooting. So like I said, I'm not a marksman, and especially if you're using a shorter barrel gun that's meant for concealed carry. Even at 7 yards, which is about 21 feet, which of course, here comes the heavy rain. Which of course at 7 yards is what the FBI says will most stand your ground or home defense occur. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's pretty noisy. So even at 21 feet, a lot of time I'll do it at 5 yards, then 7 yards, and 10. Even at 7 yards, if you're panic shooting, which is draw from the hip and start shooting because there's a bad guy coming at you, there's a bad guy with a gun. That's why when you see in a lot of these shootings, you're like, man, how come they shot all of these rounds and just one round shot, one round hit the guy. And that's what it is that when the further you are away, the less likely you are to get shot by a handgun. Same with the shotgun. Yeah, I'll talk through it. I'm almost done anyways. So in my opinion, yeah, these two, it's coming down even harder. I'll wait till the rain passes. Then I'll come back to the video. Well, welcome back. The rain's pretty much passed. It's about a good 20-30 minute downpour. And yeah, smell of ozone, smell of the grass, flowers in the garden. And yeah, as I was going to say, yeah, the father and son that killed Mr. Aubrey should be, of course, we'll let the court system decide, but in my opinion, yeah, they should be doing some jail time. And unlike Zimmerman, these guys, there's a video, so these guys are not going to be, because there's a saying, dead man don't talk. Man, I was getting windy. Yeah, kind of the thing with George Zimmerman, right? Trayvon Martin, dead men don't talk. But in this case, there's a video. And some people are saying that the person in the car that's shooting the video is in on the father and son. He was I guess his thing was he was supposed to do whoa, it is getting windy. He was supposed to take videos of it, so if something goes left, which it did, they would have a video of it. And of course, some people are saying, hey, if that guy's in on it, how come the video's out? More than likely, the guy probably, if he is in on it, he's like, hey, look, man, I ain't taking a fall for you two guys. I'm gonna upload this onto Facebook, YouTube, which is what he did. So more people are saying, oh, the video got leaked. No, the video didn't get leaked. The guy uploaded it because he's like, man, screw you guys. I'm not taking a fall because he would be considered an accessory if these guys do get any kind of murder charges or manslaughter charge. Manslaughter would be the least these guys would probably get, which would probably be, I don't know, I'm not an attorney. But with manslaughter, these guys probably get 5 to 10 years. Murder would be about 20, 25 to life. And of course, if the guy gets charged with accessories, he might face maybe a year or two in jail. So if the guy in the car is in on it, then yeah, I can see why he released the video to try to protect himself. Because who knows, those guys might go after him and kill him. You don't know. They already killed him. They already killed a man. Now, in this case, I am on the side of the Mr. Arbery. You know, he shouldn't have. Number one, that's the situation shouldn't have even happened. They shouldn't. Even if you are a neighborhood watch, you shouldn't be going up to somebody, with guns drawn. Because I would be in the same situation if I'm out walking or out jogging, out walking my dog. Some guy pulls up in front of me, gets out with a gun in hand. I'm gonna go the other direction. I'm like, hey, look, man, you're gonna have to chase me down and shoot me in the back. Because this is 2 versus 1. Even if he had his gun on him, he was able to draw. Let's say he kills the son, the dad's gonna kill him. So when it's a 2-on-1, it's normally best to just run or give up, and hopefully the guys don't kill you. Well, some people are saying, well, they already had their gun drawn, they already had it in their mind that they're going to kill this young man. Because the backstory is that there was, I guess, some break-ins in that neighborhood, and it was and he fits the description of a young black man that's breaking into people's houses in that neighborhood. And he lives in a neighborhood, and of course, according to police and FBI, a lot of times, man, it's getting bad out here. It's getting all windy, lightning. I can smell ozone. But the rain's pretty much passed. Now it's just wind and lightning. So what police and FBI pretty much says is that a lot of time with home break-ins, the perp normally lives in the neighborhood, and he knows houses, who may live there. He might be able to scope out the house since he lives in the neighborhood. So, but still, if you are a neighborhood watch, of course they were saying they were going to do a citizen's arrest because you can't do a citizen's arrest based on innuendos or hearsay. Like someone told you, hey, that guy broke into my house. You can't go up and arrest that guy if you're not the police. And these guys thought they were the police. And what they did was wrong. You can't go up to someone and do a citizen arrest, especially armed the way they were. So for that one, yeah, hopefully the dad and son, hopefully the family gets justice. Of course, they're going to sue the city, get a payday after that. Well, actually, they can't sue the city because it's not a police officer. Well, anyways, they can sue this family, and pretty much taking for all they got. And these guys, if they don't have some sort of a attorney on what's that word I'm trying to think of? If they don't have some sort of a law shield, because the recommendation is if you are going to be carrying guns around, you need to have some sort of a law shield to where if there is a gun incident, to where you do end up shooting somebody, what you call up the retainer. Hopefully these guys get some sort of attorney on retainer because they're going to go broke. Kind of like my cousin's husband who had that incident at the golf course. Yeah, they literally had to pretty much empty out all of their savings and all the money that they had for defense attorney when his case went to court. And even if you don't carry, it is, if you have the extra money, it's something like $10 to $20 a month to have a criminal defense attorney on retainer, and so that comes up to something like $200 to $250 a month. No, not a month, but a year. So most of us are not going to be committing crimes every year. But it's nice to have a defense attorney on retainer in case something like that happens. And I know a lot of people do have attorneys on retainer. All right, and the last few thing I'll touch upon is this coronavirus is getting out of hand now. I call it mass hypnosis. When it first hit China and the world talking about, man, look at them, they're locking people down, they're locking down businesses. They're hauling people out of their houses to go get treatment. People are being jailed for refusing treatment. Soon as it comes to the West, we're doing the exact same shit. Telling people to stay home, closing down businesses. I guess in the UK, they're jailing people for not doing social distancing, arresting people and jailing them in some case. Here in the US, business owners are like, hey, look, screw this, man. This has been about 2 months. I'm reopening. It's hot now. It's 90 degrees. It's sun shining. I'm going to reopen. Business owners are getting arrested and jailed. So basically what the government is telling us is that, hey, coronavirus is bad. Stay home. Close all your business. Let Big Brother decide what businesses can open up, which businesses are considered essential. Let Big Brother decide. Big Brother will take care of you. That to me is the core of communism. How Big Brother tells you what you cannot do, what work you can and cannot do. So yeah, it is, to me, it is mass hypnosis. At the beginning, everybody sort of fell for it. Like, okay, man, let's stay home. I guess close down non-essential businesses. But a lot of people are waking up, because hungry stomachs. Especially your kids, hey, mom, dad, we ain't got no food in the fridge. Sorry, son, we ain't got. Sorry, kids, we ain't got no money to buy food. When your kids are going hungry, that's when people start to wake up. It's like, hey, wait a minute, man, this isn't right. I'm gonna go back to work. Screw what the government say. They're gonna arrest me, put me in jail for trying to work. To feed myself, feed my kids, keep a roof over my head, pay bills, because bills are still due. The mortgage company only, they only did 1 month. If you're renting, they only did 1 month where you didn't have to pay. And April's bills are now due. Because the stimulus that they gave us was for March. So now it's like, May. Bills are due. This is beginning of the month, so a lot of bills are now due. Cell phone bills are still due. Utilities are still due. Car insurance are still due. Credit card bills are still due. Any other bill you got besides mortgage and rent, those are probably due too this month. Because I don't think the mortgage and the rent company is going to be like, hey, we'll give you a second month free mortgage, free rent. And as I've been saying, if you keep locking down the economy, keep printing money, we're all going to be wiping our asses with the dollar bill, because it's not going to be worth more than toilet paper. Toilet paper will be worth more. Nike. So Nike came out with the new Air Jordan, and of course, they got the Facebook videos showing all the people lined up outside of shoe stores trying to get Nikes, which are like $270, $300. So the question is, we're all broke, but where are these people coming up with $300 for a shoe? Yeah, you don't need a shoe. Now, of course, if you're going to buy it, now, of course, some people are like, well, I'm going to buy the shoe. Now, I'm going to stick it on eBay. Yeah, okay, I understand. That's entrepreneur. That's thinking to make more bucks. But still, most of us ain't got $300 to go spend on a shoe. Well, I'll close it on that, and then, let's see here. Yeah, and of course, I'll close on Africa. People saying, hey, man, we thought Africa was going to be just a huge infection rate, but it's not. What's going on in Africa? Well, it's not their government, because some people come and say, "Yeah, man, it's the African government. They're on top of things, and they're getting it done." Actually, Africa is hot. Some places hot and humid. If you're in the Congo, they got sun all the time, and on top of that, sub-Saharan Africans about twice a year gets a dose of hydroxychloroquine. So they got three things going for them that would help. Because I think in the whole of Africa, there's only like 20,000 infections and maybe 200 or 300 dead. So people kind of scratching their head, especially the liberal elites. You know, they scratch their head, going, "Man, why is there so little, dead in Africa?" Well, are you wanting a lot of people dead in Africa? All right, well, that's it. You guys have a good day. Enjoy your cigar. If you're a business owner and you're opening up, if you're in Texas, then yeah, unless you own a salon or a barbershop, I guess, and you are allowed to open up your business, go ahead and get your business open. If you're in a blue state, man, my heart goes out to you. You're kind of screwed. But if you got a business, especially if you got a gig where you're doing Uber, mowing lawns, painting houses, doing carpentry, or if you're a plumber or electrician, because things do break, you still got to call contractors to come out and fix things. If you're in Texas, I guess they can't jail you anymore, nor can they arrest you anymore since Governor Abbott I guess overturned his executive order. So in this case, go ahead and open up your business, get back to work. For you guys in blue states, man, I feel you. Hopefully you guys don't turn into Haiti, and the red states are having to shoulder you guys to keep you afloat. All right, well, that's it. Thank you, and again, enjoy your smoke. Stay safe. It's at this point, it's no longer about coronavirus. I don't think anybody else is, especially if you're under 50 or under 60. Hell, even if you're under 70, I don't think you're going to have to worry about coronavirus anymore at this point. You just got to worry about the sheriff coming to arrest you if you stand too close to somebody, pretty much. All right, have a good one.